Hey guys, alright, we'll touch up on the hybrid hot water tank that we run. My son had built the 3D print of that deal with 3 parts, so we're going to just have to seam together, and then I can have my ductwork get plugged right onto a nice beautiful mold that'll seal, so I can get rid of the whole goofiness. Others who have watched my previous videos of my reducer going to the boot, going to the flex pipe, goes up and into the output port, which went out the wall in the winter because it brings such cold air in. It like froze the basement, it was so cold. So just doing a little test to see how it does for cooling our house off, because we had 31 degrees here today Celsius, which is pretty warm for in May, beginning of May. Yeah, that's pretty warm. So just doing a quick test. I pulled this fresh air return. I didn't plug it, but I pulled it off of the intake into the return air plenum, and it's just letting the sorry guys, stupid, shine right at the light. So it's just sitting on top, so that air can still get into the house, so it's pressure balancer, blah blah blah, all that fun stuff. Granted, in the summer we typically have the windows open to the day, so we don't really need fresh air return that way. You can pull air anywhere else it wants. We have screen doors on all 3 doors and all that jazz. But I want to, I'm leaving that open because they say that you shouldn't direct this into your cold air system, into your air duct system. Well, I'm going to, but I'm not going to isolate it, making so that the furnace, because we run our furnace constant, I don't want the furnace pulling air through the hot water tank when it's actually not running. So I'm leaving that, it's just sitting on the edge right now just to see how it does for cooling the house today without running the AC. Because I just flipped that breaker on, and my furnace control, my air control system module, I turned on the AC breaker, and then I checked my Emporia app, and just being turned on and awake, it's pulling 40 watts just to be on, and it's not even turning on the AC. Of course 40 watts is nothing, but I'm not a big fan of parasitic power, just to be aware that it's ready to go. So we only really run our AC every now and then, but when we get it, it gets pretty flipping hot up here, and we're not used to it. We're used to like 22 to 24 degrees. When we get those 30, 33, 36s, our bodies are not accustomed to it, so it feels quite hot. I know a lot of Texans are like, child's play, you don't need AC. But you know, we splurged and did that for ourselves, and it actually helped a lot of the condensation on all the water lines and the toilets and all that jazz. So yeah, I don't personally like it. I think it's too damn cold. It just freezes me, and I like warm wear. But you know, happy wife, happy life, and my kids enjoy it up in there. They sleep on the upper floor, we sleep on the main floor, and they do get pretty flipping hot. Anyway, that's why we did AC, because again, we're in like central northern Alberta. Again, right to the light. Good move. So yeah, I'm going to pipe that. This is coming off. I have to retape this, and this stuff, I know we invested in the flexi stuff. It's cheap as all hell. It's expensive, but it's cheap because it just unravels and unravels at the ends, and it's really, really horrible. So it was actually had disconnected itself from here, and it was still blowing down the pipe, but it was separated by about an inch because it actually ripped apart from where I taped on. So this was the winter test. I will be doing more solid piping. I'm going to have it come over, I'm going to pipe it up, and I'm going to pipe it over. Come on, focus. And then have it on the way up, it's going to have a tee off, and that tee off is going to run to a dead stop to go in here, or I might have it go in here, and then again have a larger hole so that the furnace doesn't pull air through the hot water tank. But yeah, it'll be a tee off section, which I can be for winter, just turn the valve, close this damper, and it'll only go out. And then for the summer, turn that valve, close that damper, and it'll only go in. So we have more control of using the cold ass air, because this is like cold. It's like 5 degrees. It can be used to cool the house instead of running AC. So yeah, that makes the solar usage a lot less, because this thing runs all the time, but right now it's just running heat pump. I turned it up to 135 from 130. Overnight I turned it down to 125, starting to work a schedule to see how it's going to operate. And I'll probably have it so that it goes down to that temperature at like 1 o'clock in the morning, maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock, so it does not pull additional power through the night, because I don't want it doing that in the summer, in the winter. But everybody in my family, we have martial arts, we have sports and all that stuff, we always shower at night. And so there's no getting away from pulling on the batteries to reheat our water to at least 120 or 25 once the sun is gone, which that's okay. We have enough solar for it, but trying to be as efficient as possible. So this is a duplicating factor. There you go. It's ugly. This is a test. We're just seeing how it does today, and I'll let you know.